Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always got a point when it's time for debate. Oh my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news. Got his ear to the streets and he's down for the crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average. Quick with a wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames. And too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. What's in the news, Poon Sauce? Alright guys, it's that time for Dan's dad joke of the week.
What is going on, Ohmies? Welcome back for episode, what are we on now, Clown 50? Something like that, episode 50. Damn, that's a lot of episodes, man.
50 episodes.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But thank you, as always, to all the Ohmies out there hanging out with us in chat. This is one thing I look forward to, you know, every Monday. Makes that work day just a little less tedious because I know that I get to come home and hang out with you guys. And luckily, I was able to make it and was able to be on the show tonight because I did have to go get my foot checked out, and luckily I get to keep my toe, guys, so that's awesome. But 4 more weeks of crutches, so that's not as awesome, but hey, I get to
sandals are still in the picture.
I was
That's
about to say,
that
kind of
matters.
upset
Exactly.
because we had like an inner circle like bet of who was going to get your toe if you had to lose it. So
Yeah, we're good to go though, so I get to keep it.
I was gonna
Your friends are rough.
I was gonna dip it in gold, you know, and wear it around the
Yeah,
necklace.
dude, it's
I
like
was
a
making
rabbit's
keep
foot.
out of
It's
it.
my
Get it
lucky
in
Franklin
with
toe,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Logo on there.
Turn into a bottle
Lucky
opener.
Franklin
It's
toe.
my lucky Jacqueline toe.
Oh, dude, it's like a rabbit's foot, bro. You gotta rub it, and then you get luck. But anyways, we're gonna go through what we're vaping on tonight. I know I got a couple things set up. I'm sure the rest of the boys here got some stuff going. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to. Let's see what Clown's got. What do you got, bro?
Alrighty, I'm gonna start with this guy because holy shit, I am just like in love with this thing. The Palmas
dude.
Pata, right there, grip, the recoil on top, DHD drip tip, just to try to
Dude.
matchy it up. I'm gonna have to
Sick.
send a RDA cap just to like match this whole thing up.
Dude, what you need to do
Ashton,
is
you're
just
a
have
dick.
him do that cap,
Uh-huh.
but just make that white red in the fucking recoil, and that would
Yeah,
be,
right.
that would
The
be
engraving,
bam.
that bit right there.
done.
Bam. Then I'm still rocking the Just Right Unicorn, red recoil, color changing drip tip right there. And in that I got the this apple custard I'm playing with, and the grip recoil setup. I got Nico. And then lastly, I got the Ruby Kennedy 21. And in that I got some Belez. All right. Take it away, Dan.
I have tonight clutch, RDA for vaping, breeze tone coils, DHD chop top, Ben. Still, guys, I haven't been going through a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of things. I'm kind of set with what I like.
Dude, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro.
No, I have some new stuff to try. I just haven't gone through anything yet.
Well,
you know
what's
what
up,
I mean?
Dan? Come on, bro.
They're slacking.
Yeah,
Vape
I
some
know.
juice, Dan.
I'll try. Solo, K Fun, 2019 Light with that peach ice. And that's all I got. I just got 2 tonight.
Funny, I was
Swaggins.
thinking
My
he's still
dude.
going through the NVE stash.
What's going on, everybody? I've got a few things as well. And just like Dan, pretty much the same thing I've been vaping on because I'm just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And during quarantine, I don't have any fucks to give. So
Yeah.
therefore, I am vaping on the same stuff. This is the Mako V2 by Mako, DNA 60 Squonker with the flavor on top, never normal cap on there in purple. Love it.
You need a purple door.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting on a carbon fiber door from him. He didn't have the carbon fiber at the time because of Corona, so we're waiting on his stock to get in. Inside of that, that's Nazo. I've got Pango. I'm almost done with another bottle of Pango. Sorry, it's a yellow bottle with green on it and stuff. It's really beautiful. Go look it up. Some website will have it. That's Pango by Transistor Pineapple Mango in there. I've also got another Mako V2. That's how much I love this thing. Damascus button. Another DNA 60 Squonker with the Noricum or the Strybogue by Noricum mods. And inside of there, I have Tango Melon by Transistor. Big surprise. Tangerine Mango Watermelon. Love it. And last, I'm vaping on, second to last, I'm vaping on the 1Gen R DNA 75C 18650 regulated device with the Stank on top, the Stellar Tank by Stellar Mods. And inside of there, I also have Pango because I love Pango. That bottle's almost done. I'm going to reach in that drawer and hopefully there's more Pango in there. I know there's Tango Melon, but I don't know if I stocked up on the Pango. And last but not least, you know what it is. It's my Twisted Messes edition, Smock Nobo 2, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
And
That's the only way to say it.
Yeah, and inside of there, last little bit of this Pink Cakes 25 milligram Nick Salt. And that's me. Poon Sauce, what are you vaping on?
Let's see. I got Vert with the Odium. Little, what's the prickly pear? Chop top. And inside of there, I got some Angel Tears by Hometown Hero. And then I got the King of Hearts Polymerized Edition with some, where is there? That's some skull and crossbones.
Spit it
Inside
out,
of
Corey.
there from Vigilante. And then my Old Faithful, like I use it pretty much my all day, just whenever I'm walking around the house or doing something, watching a show. I got my Captain with the Blotto, changed the glass on it with a new drip tip just to kind of mix it up. And inside of there, I got some Benthol.
Is that a pug with foreskin or what? What is that?
What? Oh,
Pug got foreskin?
No, he's got a scarf on, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is that an infinity scarf? You're going to want to fold that back and really clean out underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like schmegma.
what about you, James?
All right. Dude, that totally sidetracked me there for a second. But anyways, I got a couple
Foreskin
things.
will do that.
Where did he even go? Where's my bag at? I totally lost it. Well, I'm not going to be vaping on my V2 from Nameless Modco because I left my vape bag in the other room. But anyways, I do have the clutch here still with the Cosmonaut 2 on top from District 5. Got a Mistletoe Chop Top from DHD on top of it. Got some shout outs to Breeze Tones. Got some Breeze Tone coils in there, and they're just crackly and just banging. And I got some Boule Bolu, #Bananaland on the inside of that. I literally have gone through a bottle and a half of this already and cracked into this one like last night, and this one's probably going to be gone within the week. Next setup I've got is a #Wednesday Adams, my DS Coil Turd RDA or an RDA for vaping combo, custom coated by my man Ashton of Palmer's Powders. I gotta love this thing. It's like that deep burgundy with an amethyst chop top from DHD. And I can't remember whose coils are in this at the moment, but they're banging, and it's got some Pango from Transistor. So if you guys wanted to see what that bottle was that Swaggins is holding up, there you go. That's what it looks like. Pango. Go check it out.
Every time
it's
you
delicious.
say Wednesday Adams mod, I just go do.
Yep.
Like every
Yep.
time.
Yep. Dude, I love it. It's one of my favorites. Gotta love Ashton. He does some killer work. And the last setup I've got is Shed Time my Aston Modco Monarch
Yes.
with the FU or Fuck You Turk V2 on top of that with a Gator bore tip on top. It's like a super low pro big wide bore tip I got from Will from Still Valley Vapors. So shout outs to him. And of course I got some Bottled Violence toffee custard on the inside. This is the newest to his lineup there, and I gotta say it is absolutely delicious. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for my buffet here. So with that, it is time for a little bit of dun, 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 what's in the news, Poon Sauce.
Okay, this is something that caught my eye. I know it was talked about maybe more of towards the beginning of the month, but something pretty big's happening. It looks like the FTC is actually suing to stop the was it $12.8 billion investment in Juul, because supposedly they think that they invested it to pretty much capitalize on the market. They pretty much to kill all competition, which it's kind of when they
there are laws against that monopoly.
when they kind of break down what they did, because it's kind of crazy, because right before they made the agreement, they shut down their own vaping brands, Mark 10 and Green Smoke, and pretty much because they were getting demolished by Juul in the gas stations and the smaller convenience stores, and put up that 12.8 billion investment into owning, what was it, like 35% stake in Juul. And really interesting, because you can it kind of talks about like where there are, like when Juul was at its peak, where does it say? I know it said like they were worth like, what was it? It was like 38 billion was pretty much validation with Juul. And now with everything going on with how pretty much all the discredit that they've gotten with all the backlash from the government and all that stuff, they've gone down to about 12 billion worth of validation. And it's kind of crazy.
Lost $1 billion in valuation.
Yeah, that's insane. It's insane. So I'm curious of what's going to happen with this. I know with these kind of processes, especially with the FTC kind of doing the suing out, the judicial system is kind of delayed as it is right now anyways with everything going on. So I think they were saying nothing would really happen with this until like 2021, I think I heard at one point, to where there won't be any like court dates or anything where there's going to be lawyers involved. It's a whole kind of thing this isn't a small little thing. This is a pretty big deal, especially when such a big organization like the Federal Trade Commission is suing Altria. I thought it was really interesting. Really, I'm going to post, Liv posted the link. She probably already did already, but give that a read.
Liv did.
Really interesting. Look into it a little bit more. I know it may be a little difficult to look into the numbers a little bit on the side of it, just by looking at investments and just all that kind of stuff. But this is a very interesting thing we get to see here. Pretty much the downfall of Juul, in my opinion. Even though they have their place in the market, we all can agree Juul has its place in the vaping industry. It's just how they're ran, how they've kind of stanced themselves within the industry. It's kind of put all us on the edge of our seats, like we don't want to support you or stand by you. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen with all this, because this is this is crazy. Because especially with all the other thing going on right now, with governors pretty much passing flavor bans without any kind of public opinion on it too. There's just so many things behind the scenes going on right now that we really don't have a lot of control of with all the COVID stuff going on still. It's scary in some ways, because you can see states like New York just go upright and ban it, and knowing that with the way they did it, this is going to take years for them to resolve and get back to pretty much get this flavor ban gone, because of how things are going and how long it would take to get the steps back on track. But yeah, take a read for this. I know Vaping 360 does a great job with the articles they put out, so keep an eye on this. I don't know if there are probably other articles referring to this, probably more business related, but this kind of, I don't want to say dumbs it down, but gives it to an understanding to where a lot of us can pretty much put it around. So that's what I got for you guys. So what do you guys think of this? I don't know. Do you think this was inevitable, or?
Well, from what it's saying, it's just like the FTC alleges that Altria agreed to not compete with San Francisco-based Juul in exchange for a large stake in the upstart company. Quote, Altria and Juul turned from competitors to collaborators by eliminating competition and sharing in Juul's profits, said Ian Connor, director of the FTC Bureau of Competition. So, like, it's pretty much like what they did is they, like, instead of trying to compete against each other, they just took over the market and then just profited together off of it.
Man,
And
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I mean, we all saw this coming a year ago when we saw that trade go by. We were like, well, things are going to get fucked.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, we all knew it was coming.
It's almost like it's regulatory. There's a regulatory process that protects markets similar to the stock market, right? That's like that would be akin to insider trading. You know, when you have money and you have influence and you have power, when you can buy companies and shit like that, there has to be a regulatory process, and there is, for preventing people from cornering and destroying markets, which they've done. So
Yeah.
there's been such a big push with misinformation and kids and the youth and epidemics and deaths that they've been able to get away with just generally being scumbags. But with coronavirus and everything going on, you know, there's going to be flare-ups, and you're going to see when things settle, the discussion continue. And I wouldn't be surprised if retroactively things like the New York ban were upturned, and people like Cuomo's cocks were cut off and shoved down their throats, and they were tied to trees for everybody to
gonna
publicly
pierce
ridicule.
nipples and you'll get the idea.
Sorry, that was a excerpt from the Book of Revelation that I read. Didn't want to tell anybody, but yeah, Cuomo is in the Book of Revelation. He was written into it a long time ago, but only the Hebrews knew the translation for his name, and he's gonna die. He's the Antichrist.
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first.
Breaking news.
Leave the trees out of it.
Yeah.
Gabe says.
What do you have any thoughts on this at all, Dan?
I was paying attention to chat. I'm very sorry.
You're all good, dude.
I have a very bad thing where, like, if I'm reading, I read it in my head and I don't listen to other things. Nicole will tell you that firsthand. I'm sorry. I wasn't really listening. I was just entertaining chat. So my bad.
Chat will entertain itself. You're here to entertain us. What do you have to say?
Wait, Dan, what'd you say? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, like that, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much like that. So sorry, I'm out on this one. I didn't really hear what was going on.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Corey. Of course, you guys can check out the link that we have if Liv has posted it for you guys already. If not, hopefully she'll throw it out there for you guys, or Coon Sauce can take care of you and throw up the link for you guys. And you can read up some more on there and get some more details. But of course, what we're going to do now is kind of switch into like what we're mainly going to talk about tonight. We did talk about it a little bit before the show, and it's something we haven't talked about in a while. And it's, you know, there's not a whole lot of crazy like new products coming out like all the time as of years past, but it's still something that I kind of want to talk about because there's still a couple things that I've had my eye on for a while that may not necessarily be the newest thing, but still something that I've been interested in picking up or have just been interested in checking out. And I figured, why not talk about it? And of course, we could throw it around here on the panel. And if you guys out there in chat as well want to throw in some of the things that maybe you have your eye on or you've been wanting to pick up, by all means, throw them in chat and just tag one of us and we'll make sure to read that out as well. But with that, I'm going to kind of throw it over to Corey because me and Corey were talking right before the show, and there's one thing that you already got your eye on that you're pretty interested in grabbing up. And
let's see. Infinite Mods has kind of taken my eye as of late because they've become. I've always wanted the one you have.
The Hyperion.
Hyperion.
Right here. Don't mind it. It needs to be.
Really
it needs to be
cool.
polished
I
badly.
like
but
the whole idea of Sidefire, and they've been coming out with new stuff. I know they have the Tauros, which is the parallel 21700 Sidefire, which they have either stab wood or resin, pretty much sleeves practically.
Yeah.
Like how that one has, but then I just saw they're coming out with something. What was it called again?
The Sinuous, I think.
The Sinuous. They're coming out with their own tube, which is really interesting. Of course, I'm guessing it's going to be a 21700 because they seem to stick with what the market is right now. So it seems really slick, and that kind of in the insignia on the side where that's like a custom resin where it can either be a stainless mod or even could be a copper mod. We don't know what kind of different metals it's going to come in.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of powder coating lately on his
Been
stuff
doing
too.
powder
That's
coating.
been
He's
sick.
pretty much CNCing stuff. He has his own machines now. It's kind of taken his manufacturing into his own hands, I feel, which is pretty cool. And I know the price range may not be in everybody's like repertoire, especially for the Toros. I know it's coming up at like close to $300 usually.
Yeah, $299.99, I think.
You got to think about
Yep,
it too. You're
that's
paying
it.
for the quality you're going to be getting. He's doing this all himself, all going to be CNC'd himself. And I just wish I had all the money. Just throw it and be like, I want it.
Yeah, let me have it. Right.
Stimulus.
I'll buy all three of them at once.
Give me all of them. All right,
Dude,
all right.
they have a red, clear, black one. Oh,
Yeah.
The
that
Taurus?
sucks. Yes,
Oh yeah, dude, that one's
On the
sick,
site?
dude.
it's on the site.
Super
Oh,
dope.
that's torture.
Shouldn't have looked.
Dude, that's
I
a nice
know.
one. But dude, I honestly, I kind of had my eye on recently. I've been looking out for one for a while, but Russian made mods, I think is what it is, or
Russian custom mods.
Russian custom mods.
Yes.
Dude, they have their Infinity series of mods that they've been doing. They just recently released 3 new ones that are like dope as hell. They've got the Predator, which is one that I actually kind of been leaning towards a little bit. They have
The samurai.
I think that one's called like the Bushido or something like that.
Bushido.
The one with like the actual
But
samurai.
the V2,
face on it.
the new latest one they had that came out, wasn't it that called the samurai, or is that the
No,
Bushido
there's a
as well?
katana one as
Katana.
well. It's like looks like the wrap of a hilt of a katana. It's pretty fucking dope, dude. And I've been really interested in grabbing one of those up. I've been seeing them all over Instagram, and dude,
Anything new or interesting about the Switch?
I
that
haven't
people
seen
do?
much about it, to be completely
Looking at the
honest with you.
website.
I've just seen the mod itself. I've never really seen much about the Switch. I'm just curious, just in the body.
Clown,
way it
you may
looks.
want to stay off this website. Just letting you know, because
The Bushido.
the Infinity Basilisk. Holy crap!
Oh yeah,
Like
that one's like all like snakes.
Dragon scale.
They're dragon scales.
I like the Bushido more because they do have a red and black one.
The Bushido's sick, right? Because it's got like the
Yeah,
samurai
dude, that
face
thing's
on it,
clean
and like
looking.
that one screams swags too.
You guys remind me of a lot of the newer stuff El Thunder's coming out with,
Yeah,
because aren't they both Russian companies? I believe.
yeah,
I
they
think
are.
so. Yeah.
Yes.
So- And if you look
Like the
down at like
Infinity
some
is
of the
nice,
older stuff,
though.
like they have the Infinity Twist. That stuff is reasonably priced, to be honest.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
have free shipping worldwide.
Yeah, I
Dude, the
mean,
Mordor. I'm liking the design on
The
Mordor.
Mordor's
Yeah.
sick too.
There's so many, like, just out of principle, when we were looking at him, I was like, shit. After we saw the Bushido, I was like, I have to get that one. And then all of a sudden we saw the Mordor, and I was like, shit.
Yeah,
Not a
right?
choice there either.
and I think with the Bushido, you have like multiple different color options you can do. Like there's a flake.
Oh yeah, they have multiple color
Black and
options on all
gold.
of them.
Mm.
Ooh, that just raw brass look too. That looks like a lot of stuff going on. Do they have a black and
Oh
gold?
no. The Mordor, they have a OD green. I don't know. You might be down, James.
If they have a naked Mordor, that would be dope, because then I could just send it to Ashton, right? Like
Right.
it's just
I
like
think all their stuff comes coated.
all of
But
it.
no, that- 'cause
Majority
with
of
the
'em.
Bushido, they have a naked brass one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's
Oh,
like
there you go.
that
What's-
way I can get the right colorway, not something else.
Looks like with the Mordor, that's only available in a coating. Looks like.
Mm.
Yeah, but they do have a black and red one. They have a teal and beige one.
Interesting.
Hey Stan,
That's what I was thinking.
Trying to scroll up here and see if there's anything that people dropped out here in chat that they've been wanting to pick up.
well, I know what I want. We can go on to that after
Yeah,
you check
dude.
the chat.
Well, Liv's got one. She said she's got her eye on a pretty Vindicator or
Oh, yeah.
maybe a Rye RDA, which is another thing that I've been patiently waiting for, because I put my pre-order in like a month or so ago.
I feel like it's been longer than a month.
I don't
still
know.
have a job
As soon as I heard about a pre-order, dude, I went on there and grabbed one up because I knew they were gonna go quick. And there's not even at release yet, and I think they're.
Now, my
already-
real question to you, James, is now that the deck has been released, do you
I
think
was underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because like I was expecting like something crazy, and then I seen it, but then again, like once I started like seeing builds in it and understanding why it is the way it is, I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense.
It's
But
really old school looking.
yeah,
The pulsed holes, I think, is what makes it the most unique out of the two post design, because how
it's
it's
just the
kind
way
of
that they're shaped and that they're angled. You know what I mean? To allow you to put a single coil directly through it if you wanted to. Which
I
I'd
could
be
say
interested on how it would vape like that.
that airflow has me interested too, because I want to know how you can cut it off, if you can, because it has the slot on the top and then the holes on the bottom, I believe, or it might be opposite. I don't remember. But I'm curious. Hopefully, the airflow design is to where you can either cut off the top completely if you want and just have the holes, or vice versa. But when I go back and look at it, I'm thinking to myself, hopefully this is worth the $70, almost $80 I spent for this thing. I understand that they're coming in small runs, but
Yeah, looking at that Ultim cap, it doesn't look like it might have an AFC going.
that might be just like how it is with the.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see the stainless steel does have AFC. Okay, never mind.
I'm curious, so I'm hoping that it lives up to expectations, because they hyped it up so much to where they set the bar really high on it, and who knows, it could be a big letdown, it could be one that everybody loves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, blue-eyed goons behind it, so we'll see.
I've also been curious about that new RSA / single coil RDA from QP, the
The
Rhea.
Neo or whatever.
I thought was it Rhea? I think it is. The
It's
master kit for that thing
NIO.
looks
The Nympho?
insane. I love how QP does the whole, when you can do like a whole set, and it's the amount of accessories that come with it.
Yeah, it is pretty dope.
Super clean. I know when they did the master kit for the Cali V2, that was awesome. But just like when you open up that box for the Rio, just see all the different colorways you can come in, all the different like combinations you can do with it. And like, that's the kind of presentation you'd want from a product like that. So I always give QP a huge amount of props for their presentation of their product, because they do it right. And they come out with some pretty unique stuff. So I'm kind of curious what kind of single coil banger that guy's going to be.
Very nice. What about you, Swag? You're saying you have your eye on something after you let out your fat cloud.
Yes, indeed. That tasted kind of like gingerbread cookies, but this is mango, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, honestly, I've been talking about this since both of them came out, and I didn't get either of them. Because it's just how I've been.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say, dude.
I want an Asgard Mini so badly, and a clutch to put it on. And not only that, but I want to send that clutch to Ashton, because Ashton did a freaking two-tone on a clutch with that velvety purple coating that he does. I want that shit. I just want it. Just give it to me. So at some point, it'll happen. I'm kind of not as quick as I used to be to just jump on things. Regardless, I mean, they're both good products. They're great products, so I'm even happier. But I'm totally content waiting until like the perfect opportunity, you know, when it's just like, oh, that website, or oh, that sale's going on, or oh, someone says, hey, we're doing a group buy, or you know, I don't know. It's gonna eventually come up, and I'll buy them. But that's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be my thing, you know, because I've been rocking tubes a lot lately, and it's just something that'll bring me back in, and maybe I'll get some tubes set back up again, you know.
Swags, do you ever
Going
have
into the next season of Swaggins? Is that what you're telling us?
I don't know.
Swags, do you ever have the feeling of like you're so used to like having the mindset of buying off group buys or being on a list or something, where it kind of just like flies past you, like, oh, I can go on a website and buy this right now? Does that ever happen once in a while, to where it's like I'm so used to having to wait for something to drop or have the list drop?
I think on your note, it's a great question, actually, like honestly, but generally speaking, like in the spirit of that question, I would say it's more so that I've spent so much time pursuing high end that's where I've been saving my money to invest.
Yeah.
So whenever products came out on the mass market that I knew I would like, I practice what I preach in general, saying like, all right, save your money. Instead of buying, 3 Addies, buy one really nice Addy. That's what I've been in the mindset of. So that's why I've been like, oh shit, there have been random things in the mass market that'll be really pique my interest. The Barrage being one of them too. and it's just like, but I haven't like pulled the trigger because I do a high-end show with Stan. We have a community and whatnot, so investing in that process is expensive. So I haven't. I've been kind of purposefully having amnesia about things in both market. Well, now in the high-end market as well. Like I'm not like spending time on Facebook looking at my feed and seeing that there's like a list for something, because then you wind up with 2 of these. So generally, yeah, pretty much in that way, like through the evolution of my vaping, I've kind of just adapted myself to certain strategies because I'm not made of money over here. You know, we're all of us here. It's like we're all self-invested in what we do in vaping. So yeah, the Asgard Mini and the clutch motherfuckers.
Clutch, motherfucker. Hey, dude, it's a banger, man. I literally have not put mine down for like the past week. It's been.
That's one I have yet to pull the trigger on.
Dude, it's so worth it, man. If you like tube mods,
I just haven't pulled the trigger. It's like how Swags is trying to get with that Asgard. It's like I can pull the trigger right now and do it.
If you like mech mods and you know what you're doing, of course, you know your Ohm's law, battery safety, all that good stuff. Like this is a solid, like single 21700 mechanical mod, dude. This thing hits just as hard as any of the other tubes I feel like I have, if not harder than some. And just the form factor is nice. It's super short. You can put like any Addy on it pretty much and it fits. Like I think Swaggins, I was looking at this the other day, you might be able to fit that mini on here with the beauty ring.
Yeah, well, they're like on your point, they said they're going to be doing door runs, right? So and they could do some thicker doors that way, because that's all you would need is like a millimeter thicker on even one side of the door.
Because then you could put like a 30 on there or something if you wanted to, you know what I mean? Which would be crazy, but you could. Dude,
that's all it would take.
I think you can fit a 28 on there already.
I think so.
I think so because I don't know. I know somebody put some.
Well, then an Asgard Mini should fit in there. It's 25 millimeters with the ring.
25,
28 with the ring.
I wish I knew what my.
Is it 28? I thought it made it bigger.
I thought it was 25 with the ring or something.
Yeah, it's 28.
Yeah, it's not that much bigger.
Okay.
Might be a 20.
Well, there you go.
I don't know where.
Hey, chat, feel free to let us know.
Input.
Correct us if you need to.
I don't know where it went, but anywho, it would probably look dope on there. But okay, so we got Swags with the clutch and the Asgard. We got Mr. Poon Sauce over there with the sinuous or the Taurus from Infinite Mods. Clown, what were you saying you were wanting?
Oh, dude, I have a list now that you guys started saying things. That list.
It's like bang, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Like I will say, I was a little jealous of the Vaping Canadian, aka Brian's little armor setup. And if you guys know how I roll, I kind of bought myself one.
Oh,
not the exact same one, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Can't really say
the updated one with like the new bottle style and everything.
Yeah, because they just came out with that version on a certain site that I get things on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been looking at the Asgard tank for a minute. The Odin
I haven't seen anything
mod.
on the Asgard tank.
Huh?
I haven't seen anything on the Asgard tank.
Really, I've been wanting to try it. People tell me it's just as good as the 33 or the 30 millimeters.
Dude, the trilogy is a banger. I love the trilogy if that's what you're talking about.
Oh
yeah, that's the Asgard tank.
Okay,
the trilogy.
I thought you meant like they had one out there called the.
No, it's the same build deck, so that's kind of
the trilogy was impressive for when I was able to vape.
Dude, it's a banger, dude. It's honestly it put the Blotto to the side for a minute, and the Blotto was my favorite for a while.
Yeah.
What about the isolation tank?
I've not heard of
it. I haven't tried it. I've been interested, but it's a tall tank, bro.
Yeah,
it's big.
Tall.
See, I'm not a tank guy. That's like my main problem with it is I want to try some tanks. Like the Blotto impressed me. It really did. But most of my tanks, they go away as soon as I get them. Like I'll buy them, I'll review them, and they go away just because I'm not a tank guy. You have to do quite a bit to impress me as a tank. But
I think the trilogy would be right up your alley then, because I know the thing about it is you can't put maybe like some of the more bigger builds in there, like say if you want to run series. Pretty much it's made for like a 0.11 kind of like 5 wrap, 5 or 6 wrap.
Shadowlink Vapor took mine right there. Because that's another one that I want is the Reload 26. I'm super interested.
I want Grimm's tank.
Dude, the tight 2, he's been
Yeah.
teasing it.
Forever. Then James on Friday had to dangle a carrot in front of my face, even though I really don't need it. But the stack piece for the Kennedy,
Oh yeah, those just came out.
I don't need it. I really don't.
Dude, I don't either,
wanna
but part
try
of me wants to get one and have Ashton code it to match this, just because it'd be be ridiculous. Because this is a ruby, a stacked ruby. That'd be insane, dude. That thing's gonna rip.
Yeah, it's just we were talking the other day. We don't really use stacks all that much. I think like just Poon Sauce over there is the only one that
I
does.
haven't. I think I've kind of stacked myself out.
Have you really?
To be honest,
Dude, that
He's
thing's
saying
like
that with
swag.
an honest face.
I enjoy
Wow.
the stuff I have, but I'm not going out of my way to purchase like a stack, like a one-piece stack on its own. There was a time where that's pretty much all I wanted. I didn't want a mech unless there wasn't a stack section for it. But I've gotten in my hands on some really good like single tube to where it satisfies me just as enough as I was holding a freaking giant Billy
A
Club.
baton. Dude, I miss my overpowered. That's all I gotta say.
So Corey doesn't like the big ones anymore. He's content with the smaller ones.
Amish says,
I've been content with
"What?
the
I can't
regulated
believe I'm
model
hearing
RT
this."
lately. Like, what am I doing?
What?
We don't even know you anymore.
I don't even know
Yeah, dude.
myself.
Cycler with the Jenna, bro, all day.
That and I still want to get the Chronicle from R&V. That's still one of those ones I've been chasing
The
after. For a minute.
Chronicle. Does Enders have one of those?
I think so. I'm not
The thing
sure.
about R&V is I kind of wish they kind of update because I know Indonesia sometimes is behind on the way they kind of do switches and stuff because where is it? My Helix. It's a very, very
Oh, yeah, you
old
did
switch
get one,
design.
didn't you?
It's the kind of switch design where it pushes up and it pushes the battery up to the 510.
Mhm.
And it's just, I had issues
Yeah.
where it has that little, like how the Bonus body has that ring where you have to screw into the Addy and then screw it onto the mod,
The hybrid disc.
the hybrid disc. And it's just,
Oh yeah, hybrid discs are a pain in the ass,
I was
especially when
kind
they get stuck.
I don't want
your
to say
Addy.
I was let down by that mod, but I kind of was. Just, I don't want to, it wasn't expensive. It was decently priced. I had to wait a shit ton of time because it was coming from Indonesia, but I don't know. It's more of like, to me, it's like that's kind of a collector's item to me now where I'm going to have it. It's going to look pretty and I can show people like, hey, I have this.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
It wasn't even $200. I think it was like 120, 130.
That's a lot of huevos.
Yeah, that's when I had the huevos to spend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop spending your huevos. Keep them safe.
What about you, Dan? Is there anything that like you can think of, or because I know you're not a guy that's always like on the lookout for stuff?
Yeah, I'm kind of content with what I have now to where nothing like interests me or is breaking the mold kind of thing to where it's like, ooh, like when the clutch came out, I was like, all right, I
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
That's different. It's a mech, but there's a little bit of safety involved with it. It's got the grip
Real.
on it, and it wasn't ridiculously expensive. But I have my eye out for a black Jenna, which might be happening soon.
Oh, shit.
Got a hot tip. Thank you all to who pushed someone in my direction. And then I keep saying I used to love the double barrel, and I don't know if you guys have seen them, but they have like these one of one custom ones that they've been doing, paint jobs,
Yeah.
engraving, like all that stuff. Like if I did have money to drop, like I would try to get in on one of those. I think there's a Facebook group where you can
Yeah.
try and
I swear to God, if I come to your house and you have the Tiger King one, I am throwing that thing across.
I would love to have that. I'd love to have any of them. The Tiger King one's hilarious.
will
I don't even know if he
You hide
made
that
that
on
or if it was
sauce.
just a mock-up, but that looked
Yeah.
hilarious. Said
They've been
free
doing some
Joe on
dope
the side.
ones. He's got like
Yeah, I
that.
really love the engraved ones. I think one had like a samurai on it kind of thing. Like they're just cool looking when it's engraved like that. But the double barrel is always a workhorse for me. Took it everywhere. Took
Dude,
it
I
to
still
work.
have mine. It still works to this day.
Yeah, the one
I didn't
was-
have the greatest luck with one lasted me for quite some time and I dropped
Dude,
it a couple times, so it lasted. But
now
like
that I
the
think about it,
detonator
bro,
and a couple other things kind of
I've
shit
had
on
that.
me.
I've had that double barrel since the first show that I ever went to and met the Garrity's. Because they were the ones that like took me to the squid booth and like, dude, you gotta check this out. And I was like, bought one
It's
right there.
that's something
Done
I would
deal.
spend money on and would seek after and try to get one. Other than that, I mean, I did. Oh, you got the Asgard Mini. You guys have talked about that enough. I love that it's an Asgard Mini and it's still 25 millimeters
Yeah.
big.
Well, because the original is a
Ultra one
30.
is 30.
That's the funniest thing to me. It's like, but yeah, those things look good on anything. So
Yeah,
probably,
and it's a great vape too, bro.
Yeah,
I do enjoy the
so-
vape on it.
other than that, that's really all I've seen. But they've, again, 2 of those have been out for a while. One, you never know what you're gonna get, kind of thing. But I haven't really kept my eye on anything new. Like I said, it's gotta be something special, breaks the mold kind of thing for me to go, I'd like to check that out and try it, kind of thing, because I have so much stuff right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
I
me,
thought you were
kinda
the kind of guy that was keeping up with the next new smoke product, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm on that now."
Yeah, I thought that. No,
yeah,
not
no.
at all.
Yeah, but for me, I definitely think, dude, the Reload 26. Ever since I seen Broken Ohm, shout outs to Broken Ohm and aka Alex. Dude, the pictures he's been taking of it just make me want one bad, dude. Because like he makes that thing look fucking sick.
Dude takes
airflow is
badass
really
pictures.
interesting.
Yeah,
because-
dude, the airflow looks interesting. I like the deck on it. I'm interested in on how it would build, how it will wick. Like, I'm really curious on that top airflow because I really enjoy the airflow on the MTL, the newest Reload MTL that they did. And it's got that top airflow type situation. I'm just curious how that's going to work coming in through the sides and all that. But definitely want to check that out. And dude, I've always got my eye on mech mods too, man. There's all kinds of mechs that I want to. Dude.
One other thing I would like to grab. I love my K-Fun Prime because I can fill it through the top, but I like the shortness of the 2019. I'd like to get the upgrade where I can just fill through the top for this because
Oh yeah,
Isn't that the light?
I need that too.
yeah, the light is good. I love it. I use it every day, but it's a bitch when you have to like try to take it apart to fill it because there's not good enough grooves on here to try to twist it apart most of the time. If you have it like 1 notch tighter than where you should, then you have to like stick an Allen key in here. That way you can get some leverage and screw this thing off. So if anything, I'd want to upgrade that to the top fill one. But I've looked for them and they're like $50-$60, and I'm not in the mode to like, yeah, I'm going to drop, but every time I have to take it apart and fill it, I'm like, I'm going to drop $60 right the fuck no.
yep.
Because it's fucking annoying.
I hear that.
You ever
dude.
have the moments to where like you're trying to unscrew it, then you unscrew the tank section on itself? You're like, crap, nope.
Yeah, dude. Every time that happens, this is the look on my face.
Wait, what was
That
that?
looks like the face of a kid that was told he's not allowed to have fucking ice cream for dinner.
I was just gonna say the same thing. You gotta eat all your vegetables. Oh shit,
I wanted
Grim's
my
in the
mint
house.
chip
Oh
ice-
shit.
Grim's here.
Hi, Grim.
Hello.
Well, it sounds like we got some good ones. I did see also that Set of Horse Blues was saying something about the cobblestone from Kennedy. That one's a pretty cool looking one. That's the one that's got like the CNC design cut out in the tube to where you could see through it.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
skeleton type deal. That shit looks pretty dope.
I don't know. I feel weird about exposed battery mods.
Me too.
Always have.
Me too. I do think
I like the
I'm
look of it.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty sick, but I don't know if I'd be comfortable using it. It'd probably be more of like a desk piece, if anything. But yeah, dude, I'm with that. What else we got out here? Oh, dude, you know what? Another one's kind of interested me. I just curious to see more about it. Is that new grip, the Viking grip that Immortal dropped? Have you guys seen that? It's like a
No, but it sounds cool.
revisit of the
Viking
grip.
Does sound cool.
Yeah, like the actual like firing bar on it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's like
the
a
new
sword or
one?
something like it. It looks pretty sick. I'm
Gold
actually
hammer.
kind of curious on that as well.
I need to talk to you boys after the show.
Dude, a cobblestone stack section would be insane. Amish, that would be insane, dude.
Oh, look at you.
Maybe if I get rid of some tubes, I'll buy
Thanks.
some new ones. But I just feel like I
How
have
you
too many
been?
tubes that I don't use. You know.
Will
Yeah,
has
I got a lot of stuff I
cobblestone.
need to unload as well, but the time that it is with no one working, like no one wants to
Dan,
drop
you,
money
you
on
know
shit.
we've talked about this stuff to no end at this point.
Hey, you know what I got? It's here.
I know. I just forget.
See Adam.
Like shit. When's the last
Oh,
time I
yeah,
used this?
Oh, dude, the Broadside Admiral, dude. That's one thing. All right, I'm gonna give us all a challenge for next week. We should all go back and find like a setup that we used to rock like super hard back in the day. Like maybe we should even try to go back to the first episode of the Ohmies and try to find one of those original setups and bring it back.
We could do that for season 3 start.
It'll probably just be like a dreamer. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
a dreamer cosmonaut or no thunder cosmonaut.
Yeah.
I may have some coils and may be able to bring back the triple stack.
Dude, that would be
Bro.
crazy, bro.
Bro,
Could you
dude,
imagine?
the red rocket.
Yeah.
Dude, we should do that.
Nice.
We should at least just like go back and set something up from days past that we haven't used in a long time.
It's funny because I'm a firm believer of I put an Addy on a mod, it's gonna live there till it dies. It's rare that I rearrange my stuff, so I probably could go back through and find something exactly as I left it
Yeah.
last time I used it.
For real. So with that, we are running down to the last 15 minutes here, but we do have the playlist, guys. We got the playlist. We need to get a bumper for that. We should make a bumper.
Yeah.
Do we
Did
have
one
one?
last week.
You
I
did,
made one
and
last week.
you did, and I didn't add it to the damn thing. Next week, guys, we'll have a bumper for that. I dropped the ball on that. But anyways, it is time to add some more songs to the playlist. I know I have a couple songs ready. I think the rest of the boys do. Dan, I know you got one right off the top to add on, so I'll just pass it on to you to start it off, bro.
I was held at gunpoint through Zoom room to add one of these songs to the play. I'm just kidding. Michelle, you know I love you. We're going to add a song from Michelle's album, Villamehead, I think is what it's called, if I said that right.
Paloma head, yeah.
And it is Claustrophobia. Number 9 on the album. It's my favorite song. It's excellent. Features Galen Fitzpatrick. Go check it out.
Oops. All right, so you're going to pass
I'll
it to
pass it to who? Well, Clown's face didn't look like he was ready. He was like,
I'm writing mine.
Dude, okay, I've spent the last week thinking of this because I
there
started
it is.
going back through music and genres and so much shit. I'm like, I don't even know what to pick after all this. I overwhelmed myself.
I'll pass it to Swaggins.
Yeah, and we're gonna go with the voice of a generation from the country of Australia, none other than John Farnham. You're the voice. Yep, that's my first pick, and I'm gonna pass it. Wait, who went before me?
Dan's the
Me.
man that's gone.
The guy who passed it to you.
Who went
We've
before
only had
Dan?
Dan.
Nobody.
No one.
All right, Poon Sauce.
Okay, give me. Let's see, where is it? Right there.
Come on, Corey, you're
I'm
supposed
gonna
to have
go
them
with
ready.
the song "Intuition" by Northlane.
All right, pass it off, Poon
I'll
Pants.
pass it off to Clown. Wait, did you go?
All right. I want to go with what's the song? The Garden, the Creep by the Creep Show.
The Garden.
Mm-hmm. By the Creep Show.
All right, so I guess that's my turn then, right? My pick is going to be Roots Reggae Music featuring Don Carlos by Revolution. I was listening to that on my way to work this morning, and it just got me in the mood to just like, have a good day.
Good.
Positive
What was
vibes.
it again, James?
Roots Reggae Music by Revolution featuring Don Carlos.
Got it.
Where do these messages sounds keep popping up from?
That's a good question.
Back to me.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a little bit different than my last pick, but I'm gonna go with "Dig" by Mudvayne off their
Ooh,
first
I haven't heard
album.
that in a while.
That's right. Swaggins.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with for my second pick. I'm gonna go with the Eagles, Hotel California, the live edition.
Live at Santa Monica.
live wherever. I can't remember the city right now.
All right, cool. I'll just add that one because that's
Thanks.
the first one that popped up.
Perfect. It's the best one.
My up.
Poon Saucy.
I'm gonna go a little old school on this. I'm gonna do "Welcome to the Machine" by Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Airship Pirates, Abney Park. Cool. Go back to like 2010 right there.
What was it?
Airship Pirates by Abney Park.
Oh, it's right there. I got it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and kick shit doggy style. And we're throwing some Gin and Juice by Snoop Doggy
Nice.
Dogg on this fucking bad bitch, bro.
Have
Because,
you ever heard the bluegrass version of that?
yes.
Kind of threw me for a loop here when you said we're gonna.
It's because it's on doggy style. Poon Sauce, get with it, man.
Well, I didn't know what to expect when you said it that way, so threw me through a loop.
That was the point. And
Maybe porn
is that
sound
it? That's it. That's everybody's picks. That's all. That's all. That's all she wrote. All right. So with that, that means you guys are supposed to be dropping them out there in chat for us to pick through and grab up and throw one on the list here. So Swags, you wanna pick one in chat? Pick a song from the chat.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm muting a bunch of channels in Discord because it just keeps going off in my ears. It's driving me mad. I'm absolutely gonna pick one. Let's scroll up. I'm gonna choose Cody Vogler's choice. Alice in Chains, Don't Follow.
Very nice. Very nice. I was looking at some Alice in Chains songs earlier.
I hope.
All right, so that wraps up the playlist. We got some What's the News with Poon Sauce. We talked about, some things that we're looking forward to, whether, there's some things that are newer, some things that are older, just maybe some things we just haven't had a chance to grab up at the time. But yeah, that was fun. I was glad to hear. It was actually fun to hear some of your guys' picks out there in chat as well. Of course, if you guys got topic ideas, guest ideas, anything like that, make sure to send us an email, vapingwiththeohmies@gmail.com. We also have a trivia question. I don't know if we had anybody answer the one from last week, but we're going to go back here and take a peek and see if you did. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and read off the one for this week. And it's pretty simple, guys. If you guys have been paying attention to the show or, pay attention to any of our sponsors here, then you might be able to get this answer right. So tonight's trivia question for your chance to grab up some of them delicious CBD gummies from Caviar and Texas Candy Caviar. The trivia question is, name 3 of Rescued e-liquids flavors. Just name 3 of them. Any 3. Just name 3. But do it in the comments after the video goes up, because that's going to be your entry to see if you get a chance to win. So let's go over here and see last week's episode. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to see in the comments. I don't remember. Did we have a trivia question last week?
We didn't.
Let's see here.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yes, we did.
Before
we did. It was, what does CBD help with? And it looks like we've got a couple things here. We got Miranda Jones with an entry. We got John Mills with an entry.
Did Miranda hit you up for the last one?
Yep.
Okay.
She
cool.
did. What else we got going on here? That was crazy. And then I think so. It looks like we got 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 people that put an answer in here. So with that, we need someone to pick a number 1 through 5.
7.
4.
4?
Yeah.
Is that the main number here? Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2,
All the
3.
average of the mean.
Right here, and let's see. Does this actually answer the question? Oh, well, it goes down to this one. John Mills. So John Mills, if you're out there in chat or if you're watching in the
John Mills.
please
Get a happy Aziz.
please send us an email to vapingwiththehomies@gmail.com with your information and all that good stuff, picture of your ID, all that good stuff, so we can make sure that we get this sent out to you. And of course, Miranda, hopefully you got your package, because I did send the information over. And with all that, we'll hopefully see who wins next week with the answers. And of course, the question is, name 3 flavors from Rescued E-Liquid. Any 3. They've got a couple, guys, so you got plenty to choose from. And of course, that gives us a perfect chance to shout them out. So huge shout out goes out to Rescued E-Liquid. If you guys have not got a chance to go over there and try out their flavors, go check them out. I'm not going to name any of them off, because that's just going to give you a hint to some of the shows. But you guys can go check them out on their website, rescuedeliquid.com. Of course, you can use the code Ohmies for 10% off your order. They got a lot of delicious flavors. They got the Rescue line, Pack Leader line. You guys got to go check them out and all that good stuff. And of course, we do have OPMH Project. They have the Fountain lineup. They have the Real Deal Custard. They have Watson, which is an award-winning tobacco line. They do wholesale and distribution. You guys can go check them out, opmhproject.com. Huge shout out goes to them as well. And then we also have the CBD Connoisseur, aka Anthony Ramella, aka TexasCandyCaviar.com. Go over there, use the code Ohmies for 10% off of your order, and you can grab up some of those delicious CBD gummies that I've actually went and grabbed myself a whole 1,000 milligram bag of. Some with the melatonin, because these have actually been helping me sleep the past couple nights, which has been awesome. Eat one about 30 minutes or so before I call it a night, and then next thing you know, I'm out and I sleep completely through the night, and it's awesome. So huge shout out goes out to them. You go check them out, TexasCandyCaviar.com. Use the code Ohmies for 10% off of your order. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here and talk about what we got coming up on various channels and whatnot. So with that, I'll throw it to Corey as usual. What you got coming up, dude?
Well, yeah, this past week I didn't have really anything going on, but this Saturday I have a very special guest joining me on What's Your Story. I'm going to be joined by none other than the illustrious Coil Turd. So
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
stay tuned for that. I'm stoked. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
What's your story?
Yeah. Other than
Nice,
that,
dude.
That's all I got going right now.
Sweet. So, Clown, what you got coming up, man?
And as far as I know, we're gonna most likely gonna change the scheduling for the Wolf Bite, just mostly because work has been killing me, and we're trying to figure out a day that works more for all of our schedules on that show. And then the vlog, might be moving the time up on Thursdays, a little bit probably closer to Grim Green's vlog. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I just gotta get my butt up and do some reviews as always.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
This essential working bullshit sucks.
I hear you on that as well, dude.
We're
So what
working
about
so much harder?
what about you, Swags? You got the stew coming up this week, bro? Anybody cool coming on? You guys have any guests? You guys talk about anything
Yeah,
cool?
that's a good point. We should need to remind Stan to get a guest, or I'll get a guest. Screw it. Who do you guys want to see on the stew this week?
Dude, there's so many people,
Anybody.
bro.
Well, Vape Stew this Friday on Stan's channel. You guys know the drill.
I want to see
check us
Vaping
out.
Irish.
Dude, that'd be crazy because no one's ever seen the man, but he's in all the
I
chats.
want to see Vaping Irish.
You guys have a
Screen.
VF this weekend too?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, we
next.
do have the VF this weekend, and I'm 90% sure we're gonna have a guest, Sebastian. He works with Lucas from Sturm, and they created the Avatar RTA together. So we're gonna have him on, and I'm hopefully not gonna buy one by the end of the show, because that's usually what happens. Like when you have like
During the
when you
show.
have like a line in on the vein, it's like it's something that you have to wait on a list for, and the guy's like the modder, and he's like, "Hey, I'll get you one." And they're like, "Ugh."
He's like, I'll just go
You
make
can't
you
turn
one
that
right now.
down, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Because they both rave about it, and I know it's going to be good. It's just the reason why I didn't get it is because I have a really great RTA right here, and I've been trying to prevent myself from
Yeah.
getting this grill. So watch me sweat bullets on Sunday, trying not to, and be helpful in the chat. Be my accountability buddies. I want to see you guys there telling me, "Don't do it, Swags." So that's what I'll be
don't do
doing. What about you, James?
Well, we can't end the show without this favorite thing here, and then we actually got something cool here as well. It is time to end the show, as we always do, with my main man. It is time for Dan's Dad Joke of the Week. So, Dan, what you got for us this week, bro? It better be good.
So, when 2 people have sex, it's a twosome. When 3 people have sex, it's a threesome. Now I know why people call Corey handsome.
Oh,
Boom! If I could drop my mic, I would.
damn. That was pretty good because he even got Corey in on that.
Savage.
Burn.
Corey's out. He's out. Mike dropping
gone.
everything.
Corey,
No more
I still
ham
love you.
sandwiches.
He
So,
just gave
dude,
you the
Dan,
machine
that was
gun.
a
Pork
good one,
chop
bro.
sandwiches for you, motherfucker.
That was
I don't
a
eat
great
pork,
one.
so we're all
That
good.
was
That's
awesome.
right.
Burn. But of course, thank you guys all for coming hanging out with us. As always, it's a great show. Love hanging out with all my dudes here on the panel, as well with all you guys out there in chat. As far as things coming up on my channel, I'm hopefully, I keep saying it. I need to just quit saying it and just like let it happen. But things have been, like Clown says, with just working, because I am working, even though I'm hobbling around on crutches, which has made things really difficult lately, to be completely honest. But I'm trying to get, a little bit more healed up to where I can move around a little bit more, hopefully try to get some recorded videos done. And then, of course, it's still going to be bringing you Green Room. Go check out the Shed Time podcast that just dropped this Sunday. It was another episodes of Tales from the Shed, so we just told some pretty great Shed Time stories. So definitely go check that out. Ashton had an absolute just like hilarious story that you probably won't believe unless you hear it. So go check that out. That's on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google's podcast, all that stuff. You guys can go check that out. And with all that being said, we're going to end this as we always do. But before I say that, go check out the Amigos & Co. right after this on their channel, 6:30. Go check them out. Hit that reminder. Great show, great dudes. And we're going to end this like always, sending out positive vibes, crisp by fives, and let's just vape on, homies.
1877 cars for kids. KA.
Or Jackson.